welcome back to Morrowind. I played a little bit off camera, and it looks like I was actually precisely on the right path when I finished the last session ages ago. Pretty much I just had to walk about pretty much this precise distance. Died a couple times along the way because I decided to rest and restore all my stats.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
There was voicing for that door. That is awesome. I was not expecting that. But yeah, anyway, I died a couple times because I decided to rest, restore, this stuff a bit without using any of these potions. And about 6 times in a row, the Dark Brotherhood assassins popped up, and at this difficulty level, they're pretty difficult to deal with. Anyway, I did fix the thingamabobber FPF's optimizer, so it shouldn't perma-frost me, or... We've got mummies here. Right, but anyway, it shouldn't, permanently shroud me with very thick fog. Is that spinning? That is definitely spinning. Turn on the crosshair just so I can pick it up a little easier. The moon and star.
Nerevarine reborn, incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
That was also not expected. The mummies are back, but they're ghosts now. Hopefully not hostile ones. Ah, good, I can speak with them. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Hort-led. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I died 400 years ago. In the last days of turmoil and unrest at the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker and not a doer. And though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine. My bones won't complain. I've got a Sithis, his robe, and an update to the journal. Interesting. What can you tell me about the province of Morrowind? A darkness is on the land, and only you can bring the light. What about his trade? An ancestor has no trade, but to guard and counsel the living kin. I am Hort-led. I was called to the prophecies, but I was not the one. You are the Nerevarine. You are the Incarnate. You are the one. You must not fail. And then generic text about Solstheim. Why would they even give that topic to these people? Welcome, Incarnate. Moon and Star Reborn, Hortator and Nerevarine, Mourner of the Tribe Unmourned, Redeemer of the False God. I am Peakstar. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask, and I shall answer, if wisdom guides me. Generic text. The Tribunal and Dagoth have the unnatural abilities and lifespans of gods, but they gain these things by actions that mock the gods and misuse divine power. They were ambitious and unwise, and the consequences of those ungodly acts threaten all that lives in Morrowind. You must go before the councillors of the great houses and satisfy them, for only the councils of the great houses can name you Hortator. I do not know the settled people of the great houses, and can offer you no counsel. You bear the moon and star, the ring of Nerevar. None may deny you are Nerevar Reborn, the prophesied incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy. Ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of the great houses will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must prepare and be ready. Generic. You must go before the Ashkans of the Waste People and satisfy them, for only the Ashkans of the 4 tribes can name you Nerevarine. Speak first with Sul Matul of the Urshalaku, and with wise women in Bani Mesa for all of the Ashlanders. They are the wisest in the lore of the Incarnate, and you have already known Sul Matul, proof of your worth. I am a failed Incarnate. So are all these who remain here with me in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I survived the Blight, but I fell in battle with an Ash Vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things. They are of no use for me. So an embroidered belt and a travel-stained pair of pants. Well, they might be enchanted with something useful. Otherwise, I guess just the kind of vendor trash or something to stick in my house. Pity Degathur in the 6th house. All they are is foul and evil. But they began in brightness and honor, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding when he tried to keep these tools from the Tribunal, and so he hates you, who betrayed him. And the Tribunal, who mocked his honor, attacked him and stole the profane tools for their own use. I will answer when I can, and with what I know, but the visions of Azure are often obscure, and for 2 reasons. 1, because the future cannot be known, and choices may always be made. 2, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles, gotta remember I was pronounced in Oblivion, warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely only on impulse and force. Kagranak, High Priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to seal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy, but Degathur took these tools to make himself a god. And the Tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the Tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that moved Degathur. Okay, I'm gonna need to come up with a better voice for the other ones. I'm over encumbered. Lovely. Yeah, strangely enough, that voice was somehow one of the harder ones to do. Fortify willpower. Where are the travel-stained pants? There they are. Man, what exactly do I have that's weighing me down so much? Can I shrink this any? Sure I can. Alright, so I guess time to get rid of some of my loot. Using up repair hammers as well. I've already cleared up the encumbrance issue, but no need to leave jobs unfinished. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Aneteria. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. Generic. I was a holy crusader of the temple of the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple, and now would be called apocrypha. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. Their text. I'm not encumbered again, huh? Yes, I am. Oh, okay, so pretty sure it said she gave me a book. Ah, it's a second copy of this. Okay, then. Suppose I had to check this. Yeah, I think I have. I saw Azura in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I received the Moon and Star, an enchanted ring, and I am the Nerevarine. I have passed the first 3 trials. Now I must show Moon and Star to the Ashkans of the tribes and the counselors of the houses. Each tribe must call me Nerevarine. Each house must call me Hortator. These are the next 2 trials. Nabadi Mesa shall be my guide. I must return to her and seek her counsel. Ghost of Hortled gave me a book and a robe. Whoa, went the wrong way. Spirit of Peakstar warned me that now that I bear the Moon and Star and will be recognized as the Nerevarine, I must be ready for the hatred and fear from the temple, from ordinators, and from tribunal faithful of the great houses. Ghost of Peakstar gave me belt and pants, book and mace from Anateria. Wow, that's not a good mace at all. Weak, it weighs a lot, isn't worth anything. But it just doesn't seem right to drop it on the ground here when I was just given it. Whoa! Ah, it's only 4 pages. I'll read it now. Sithis is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Aldmer have names for and revere this nothing. Right, for some reason, I don't know why, the PlayCloud decided to stop recording my microphone audio around this point. I checked the other audio or video file I recorded, and it seemed to be fine. No loss of commentary track, thankfully. So, while it's early morning, I haven't really had a chance to wake up as well as I'd like, and my voice isn't at its best. I think I can handle this. I'm going to be talking through the rest of the video in post-op commentary mode. Sithis. Sithis is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Aldmer have names for and revere this nothing. That is because they are lazy slaves. Indeed, from the sermons, stasis asks merely for itself, which is nothing. Sithis sundered the nothing and mutated the parts, fashioning from them a myriad of possibility. These ideas ebbed and flowed and faded away, and this is how it should have been. One idea, however, became jealous and did not want to die. Like the stasis, he wanted to last. This was the demon Anui El, who made friends, and they called themselves the Idra. They enslaved everything that the Sithis has made and created, realms of everlasting imperfection. Thus are the Idra the false gods, that is, illusion. So Sithis began Lorcan and sent him to destroy the universe. Lorcan, unstable mutant. Lorcan had found the Edric weakness. While each rebel was, by their nature, immeasurable, they were, through jealousy and vanity, also separate from each other. They were also unwilling to go back to the nothing of before. While they ruled their false dominions, Lorcan filled the void with a myriad of new ideas. These ideas were legion. Soon it seemed that Lorcan had a dominion of his own, with slaves and everlasting imperfections, and he seemed for all the world like an Idra. Thus did he present himself as such to the demon Uiel and the 8 givers, as a friend. Go unto the Sharmat Degathur as a friend. Aem Mora. Altadun Batom Lachan Ale. And I still don't know if I pronounced any of those right. Alright, so making some potions here, trying to at least. Restore Magicka. I believe I'm going to make a second potion of that if I have a... I have the, yes, I do. Now I'm looking through, looking to make a Restore Health potion. But unfortunately I don't have the second ingredient necessary. And yet I am still over encumbered, so I have to find something to drop. Which is very difficult, because I really don't like dropping any of this good stuff. But for now I'm dropping the Dwemer items. I know where they are, so if I ever decide to go back to that Thieves Guild quest and actually do something about it, I'll know where to get the stuff. Welcome, Incarnates. I am Erodan. I was not the one, but await and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. And a bunch of generic text. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, and swore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike for the betrayals. In later years I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapon and armor. I have no further use for them. And more generic text. So over encumbered once again, I try to find whatever I can drop. His spear is absolute garbage. As is the mace, I believe. So I think here I was saving, just in case they got angry that I dropped the gifts they graciously gave me under the ground like that. Which, of course, never happened. But, you know, you never know. Really more a case of, look, I appreciate what you gave me, but I can't carry it right now. So here I'm looking around for more people, and it seems I found 2 of them. Generic reading text. I was an Ashkan. I led my people against the Akaviri while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kakudi. I quested deep into the stronghold in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things of their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame I braved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours, my blessing. You shall have my axe! Completely missed that, missed making that reference to the first go through. Yeah. Crappy boots. Generic, generic, generic. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes. I helped us demoralize and repel the Akaviri invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Degathur until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool trying to loot ruined Kogaroon. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. Probably some of the best loot that I've gotten in this entire area. A lockpick and a probe. In a game where picking locks and breaking traps doesn't feel like some crappy minigame that I don't like. Which is good. So by this point I've spoken to everybody in the cave. Now it's time to head out, but first I'm gonna check my journal here. The objective is to return to Nabati Mesa in the what's it called? Ursulaku camp. So I took a little while here reading over the journal to try to figure this out. However, for the next 5 minutes of untouched footage, it's just trying to travel back there and then eventually realizing that I couldn't make the trip interesting on camera, so I stopped recording and went there off camera. As such, I'm going to do essentially the same thing here.